Good evening. How's everyone doing? I hope all is well. Okay, I hope y'all are well. Come on in. Let me know if you can hear me, if you're here with me. Come on in. I'm just going to be here shortly with you. I got a video that I wanted to do. I was sitting here, I'm waiting on my sissy to, I'm waiting on my sister. And I said, you know what, let me get on here and do a video. Let me do a video, right? So you have to allow your character to speak for you, right? And what I mean by that is you have to allow who you really are to speak for you. Even when people see, as I continue to grow and understand different things, and as God continue to show me who I am and show me what I need to be doing and don't need to be doing, I've learned that regardless of what people say, regardless of what people may do to try to provoke or trigger or get me to act out of character, I've learned that it is important for me to remain who I truly am, have some self-control, right? Have some emotional control, because people will try to provoke you so they have a reason to say that you are who they say you are. But when you understand that you you have to always be yourself, and you have to always have some type of self-control, some type of emotional intelligence, to where people are, you are not going to and fro, swaying to and fro with people as they try to provoke you or, get you outside of your character, as they would say. Hey, Dolores, as they would say. Let me take the shades off. It's hot out here. I am well, dear. Yeah, I came on yesterday and I did a live, but I did a live, but then I moved it to more of my membership, and I'm going to be doing that more often, just for personal purposes, okay? But I will still be doing my lives. You would just probably have to catch them, but after they're complete, I will be moving them to my membership. So if you would like to join the membership, you can. If not, just stay tuned. I will be posting like videos at a later time on the open public channel, right? So what I was talking about was always being who you are, like retaining or remaining in your character and who you are, and try not to allow people to provoke you or get you outside of who you are. Because sometimes people, oh, that is good. I miss you, dear. I understand when you're working. Listen, I have a lot going on too. That's another reason why I haven't been on. I got, excuse me, I got a lot going on. But I still want to come and share videos, because I do have a lot of messages, downloads, and things to talk about. But I just have to find time to do it. So while I'm waiting on my sister, I said I'd come do a quick video just to talk about remaining in character. Oh, let me take this air from out of my face. It's taking my breath away. I have the air conditioner on in my car. Just remaining in character and being who you are, and being aware when people are trying to provoke you, or, as we would say, trying to get you to act outside of your character, And that's why that healing and that personal development and growth and that self-work is important, because you could, kill all the triggers. I don't want to say that word, because sometimes YouTube, strike your video, but you could take away all of the triggers away from people when they're trying to provoke you and have you come outside of your character. Because, we have some people that really do know how to provoke us, okay? They study you. They study us so that they can provoke us and get underneath our skin and do little things that annoy us. That's why it's not good to tell people certain things, like what provoke you, and I've learned to be more reserved as to, you know, what I share, because I used to be an open book. Okay. Still kind of sort of is, but some things I kind of keep to myself now because I don't need anybody trying to, like I said, provoke me or take me to certain places. Also, what I'm also doing, those things that people do trigger in me or provoke, I ask myself why. I deal with that thing. I ask myself why is this bothering me? Why can this person I don't know, or this family member, how could they provoke me and trigger me? There has to be something going on, so I deal with stuff like that. I don't like to be provoked. Look, I don't like to be provoked. I don't like to give people power to control my emotions. No. If I'm triggered by anything, I take that thing and I sit with it to see why. I sit with that thing a long time to see why. So, yeah. But remain who you are, remember to stay, be who you are, be who you truly are. Because people are so hurt. People are going through their own things now. They want to take it out on others, right? They want to take it out on others. They want to find someone to dump all of their stuff off on, their pain, their hurt. So you may be that person if you allow them. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe in allowing people to dump their stuff off on me. I used to be a carrier though. You know how some people, when you're very sensitive, and I still feel, when someone is grieving or when they're in pain, but I used to be the one that carry others' burdens, their grief, their pain. I don't do that anymore. I'm not God. I'm not doing that. But I had to learn not to do that, I had to learn how not to do it. Like if someone is upset and I'm having a good old day and someone is upset, they come and provoke me or say something, now my whole day ruined. Oh, I don't let that happen no more. I'm a big girl now. I don't let that happen. I say, oh, nope, you keep that. I reject that and I give it back to them. I let them keep their stuff. They're not going to leave that with me. I don't do that anymore. I don't even do it with my children. I don't do it anymore. I don't carry anybody's emotions and burdens. I've been done like that for years where I just carry people. You know how you can carry some people's stuff? They got to deal with their traumas and dramas and their family issues. But if you're close proximity, you could be a spouse or, you can be a child where people would dump their stuff off on you. They'll dump all their trauma and leave you to carry that while they go on and live and do what they need to do. Hold on. And do what they need to do, and they leave you with all their trauma and drama and hurt and pain, and you're carrying that. You're trying to fix it. No, I don't do that no more. I don't do that foolishness. I tell people quick, I am not God. But you don't know. You don't know not to do that until you start doing the work on yourself. Because when you're a very sensitive person, they call them empaths, or you're very sensitive, you tend to want to help everybody. You tend to want to fix everybody. You tend to want to, encourage people. I had to learn. I'm not doing that. I had to learn. I learned my lesson. And it takes time. And I didn't have anyone teaching me. I had to go and, start doing personal development on my own and start reading books and start joining seminars and going to these different classes and going to all kind of classes, spiritual classes, worldly business, just all kind of stuff to get myself to a place to where I'm not feeling responsible for someone else's issues, emotions. So therefore I had to develop myself first. I had to deal with myself first. Hope he tied his dog up and dog ready to run wild. Yes, I was ready to but I didn't know I had to start doing the work, myself, And it feels good when you do the work on yourself. It's hard. God knows it's hard because you got to look at yourself and you got to deal with certain things. You got to deal with certain issues. You got to address people you don't want to address. You got to confront things you don't want to confront. It's a lot of work, and it's worth it though. It's worth it, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It really is. Hey, repent now, stay near the Lord. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't been on here in a while either, so that's probably why. But yeah, once you do that work, you'll start feeling better about yourself. You'll see the reward. You'll see the fruits of your labor. You'll start attracting different people. You'll start attracting different relationships. Everything is just to start looking better for you. You'll start letting go of toxic relationships. Hey, D. You'll start attracting better opportunities. You'll just start being happy all around. You'll start being just more abundant all around. Everything will start looking better for you. Your mindset will be better. Like, if you're dealing with fear, anxiety, and depression, that'll leave because you're doing work on yourself. So many positive things will start happening for you when you start doing the work on yourself. And I'm excited about that. I had some little mixed nuts, and I don't want it to be crumbs all over my mouth, but I'm excited about that. I'm excited about growth. Exactly. It surely does. It surely does. And I'm always smiling. Lately, like for the past, I don't know, I'm always smiling, I just feel good and, want to radiate love and joy and peace, I want to I want to exude some of my energy off on people, because I understand the world is hurting, just somebody could just give somebody a smile. It's not going to hurt. Like you say, it's not going to hurt, acknowledge people. When I'm out, I try to be more in tune to whatever God is telling me, if he's telling me to say something to someone, encourage them. I try to be more in tune. I try to listen just so I can be obedient, because you never know what people are going through. You may be the person that saved them from unaliving themselves or give them hope or, so I'm just that person. I've always been that person. It's just sometimes we go through certain things in life that set us back, being connected to certain people, and that distracts us and take us away from who we truly are. And now that, hi Liliana, now that I'm in a different space right now, different season, I can really tap in and be truly who I am. Can y'all still hear me? My son was trying to call me. I told him I was doing a video. I called him earlier. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you so much, D. And repent now. Thank you. So, what I was talking about, doing that work, and really, I can truly, really be who I am. I like the season and the space where I am right now. I really do. I feel that I could offer more, not just to the world, but to myself and my children. I feel like I could really make a difference. I really do. I really, really do. So, but I'm waiting on my sister. I'm getting ready to go out here and walk around at this event, this Juneteenth event that they were, having. I was going to go to one yesterday in a community where I live, but I got the dates mixed up. I thought it was on the 19th, but they actually had it on the 15th, so I missed it. And so I did some research, and then, the community next door over, they're having one. So I said, I'm going to go check it out. I like events. I like being outside. I like enjoying different events. What do you all like to do? Let me know what you all like to do. I go to anywhere. Do you all go places by yourself? I go places by myself all the time. Some people say they can't do it, but I do it because when I go out, I don't feel like I'm alone because I'm a people's person. I find someone to talk to or, chit chat with, or I just, I don't know, I just have a gift with people. So I'm never really alone or feel alone. I just like enjoying people and people watching and, watching people enjoy life and just enjoy themselves. I like that. I am kind of weird. I embrace my weirdness. I used to not want to, because I'm kind of like a little nerd, and I'm kind of like, I'm like a mixture. My baby called me a hybrid, but I like certain things. I'll say I'm well-rounded. Let me just say that. I'm well-rounded. I enjoy a lot of things. Hi, Lloyd. I enjoy a lot of things. Oh, that sounds interesting. Brazilian, Latin, jazz, guitar, and blues. I love dancing. That's another thing. I love dance. I dance to anything, I guess it's just that my ancestors in me. I love dancing, love moving. Not all the crazy stuff now. Back in the days when I was younger, did all this crazy dancing, but I love dancing. Dancing makes me happy. Yeah, dancing makes me happy. Talking to good people makes me happy. Just being out, around people makes me happy. I've always liked doing different things that involves different people, different cultures. I've always enjoyed that. That always brought me joy. I love doing things. Hi, Lloyd. I'm well. I am fine, dear. Yep, I always like doing things that makes me happy. Yeah. What do you all have planned for the weekend? Y'all having the weekend plans? Or strong ends? I don't want to say weekends. The strong ends. I be trying to change my language. Because sometimes we be saying stuff and we don't realize what we're saying, but I just catfishing all night long. What is who catfishing? Repent now. You mean the real catfishing, like fishing with the pole? Or just the catfishing, like not being, Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Thought they got the other catfishing where people don't be themselves, I love fishing too. I love fishing, to be honest. I like going fishing. I haven't been in a while, ever since I moved, because I moved to a different place. And where I used to live used to be a pond, and my neighbors were very nice to allow us to go in their backyard anytime and fish in their pond. And me and my son used to go all the time and fish. So I haven't been fishing ever since then. Yeah, ever since then I haven't gone fishing. But I caught a catfish in that pond when I was over there, a big one too. A big one. I know my grandfather turned over his grave because I caught it and I released it. I'm like, that's not what we do. My grandfather probably he's doing all kind of backflips. Like, girl, what's ailing you? Doing all kind of backflips over there in his grave because I had a nice sized catfish. Matter of fact, it broke my pole. It broke my pole that I had, and then because it was big, and I had to take it across the street. And I don't think my husband was home at the time. I don't know if I got him to do it or the neighbor to take it off the pole, but it broke the pole. And I know my grandfather was turning over his grave. That was like 4 years ago, though. I know he was flipping over like, girl, that's supposed to be some fish and grits. If you're from the South, you know some fish, cheese, and grits, some fried catfish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good one. It was big. Yep, it broke the pole. Yep, I used to go fishing all the time with my grandparents when I was younger. I used to love being out there. We called a fish creek all day on the little, on the canal bank, just fishing. Snakes and everything be out there, but I didn't care. I wanted to catch me some fish. It was